Welcome
Right, okay.
to episode 1 of the Colosseum podcast. I am George. Today with me are my co-host Jack.
Hello.
And my other co-host Harry.
Hello, George. How are you? That's good. That's
cold.
good.
Okay, right.
I'm not cold. I'm in shorts.
No, I'm bloody freezing.
Right, today we're going to talk about the future. You know, it's quite an interesting concept. It's been, I think throughout the years, I think all of us have had random other opinions on what the future could hold.
I love for the future is quite a good concept.
Well,
Generally, I agree with the concept of time passing.
Yes.
well, as you can see, I'm not very educated.
Individual.
Okay, right. Yeah, I think. What was the first question, Jack? What was the first question?
Well, I've not got a clue, but what we should mention before we start this week is that we're having this discussion with Twix, official Twitter account. And every week...
Because they'll be like, hey, stop mentioning us.
No, we're not sponsored with them. Obviously, there's other chocolates available out there. But
they're my best mate, Twix.
best mate Twix. And we would like the viewers to come into our
Twixes
social
are
accounts
good, though.
and then tell us questions you would like us to ask to the official Twix Twitter account.
And we're going to see if we can get them to answer our questions.
Yes.
Where can they send these? Questions into?
So they can send them to the official Instagram account, the Colosseum Podcast,
No, right? And then, or the Twitter,
or the Twitter. Fine, no, or
which
then
is
the Twitter.
at Colosseum Podcast, no ST, and then 1.
Wait, there's no. Wait, there's no ST.
No, that was just the app. It just gave me that.
Can you not change the app?
Oh.
I don't think so.
Okay, fine. That's really stupid and annoying. but okay,
yeah, no.
Fine. Well, that's where you can send in your suggestions. And
See, we are bad at this. Twix have their stuff sorted out.
that's
Their
because
app
Twix are like a multinational company.
Are they?
Well, they wouldn't have at twat one, would they?
You're a twat.
Well, nah. Okay, right, yes. Anyway, yes. The future. It's very, very, very interesting what could happen, right? The year is 2020. Well, pretty rubbish year so far, isn't it?
Yeah, not very good.
Obviously,
People are already putting Christmas trees over just so we can speed up the
that's
editing.
I was walking down the high street. I saw a Christmas tree in someone's window.
Yeah, I saw like 3 in Bowness.
Like,
It's
I
ridiculous.
swear, I nearly threw a stone at their window.
I'm like, no, but I don't blame them though, because this year is just...
It's November.
It's terrible though. Everyone wants it to end. And if we talk about
That's
Christmas,
true. That's true.
just speeds up a little bit.
Christmas is happy time. So
Just a little bit. Christmas is happy time.
Unless.
Christmas is happy. You heard it here first, folks.
Oh,
It is happy time.
Christmas is happy time.
Yeah, for everybody. Happy time for everybody.
yeah, right, okay. Well, why don't we start off with Jack, what do you think might happen? And let's say the year 2030. What do you think could happen then?
Okay, we're still here, which is...
Yeah, I think all of this is prefaced with if we're still here.
If we don't screw it up colossally...
And it hasn't... Well, we've already screwed it up quite
we're nearly gonna. We can keep it. We're not...
Nah.
We're not quite there.
We're on the edge.
We have
We're on the edge of glory, as Lady Gaga would say.
No.
No, I'll be right actually. Edge of despair.
Yes, yeah, that's...
She probably says that anyway.
Wrong edge.
Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
But the future,
We've properly humped it, but we could still be here.
See, I think 10 years, I think will. 10 years.
10 years.
Unless,
Give us 10 years.
Unless the Rocket Man decides to know.
Which one?
We'll leave it vague for all you listeners out there. You can try and
All
figure
of
out
them.
all the Rocket Men. But
Rocket
I think we'll be
Man,
there. I think we'll be here in 10
the
minutes.
blue in the sky.
I think we'll be here in 10 minutes. 10 minutes? 10 years. I think we'll be here in 10 years. But
Yeah, and in 10 years we'll know whether we're going to all die imminently
yeah,
or
We'll know
whether
by
we've
then, I
got
think.
another like 10 years.
we'll know by then. But predicting the future, I think, is always quite difficult. As we know from Back to the Future, we got it completely wrong.
Yeah, that was
They weren't actually that far off.
The best show at doing that is The Simpsons, obviously. They are just very
Yeah.
good at it. I don't know how they are.
Yeah, but when you've got like 1 billion episodes, you're kind of going to guess
I know,
it
but
right
how
a
do
few
they get
times.
Donald Trump president and then they predicted all these big catastrophes and stuff like that?
Yeah, but I think the Donald Trump one, wasn't that was like actually made like after.
Was it?
Yeah, I swear it was like,
It probably was. I don't really
he
keep
must
up
have like
with
announced it and they would have done it.
But the future,
I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
See, I could say flying cars, but that's like every time. Someone's
Well,
going to...
Yeah,
let's talk
people
about
have been looking for flying cars, and we definitely have the technology.
They're out
to
there
make
somewhere. The flying cars are in the well somewhere. We need to find them.
But like,
we need to catch them.
well, I don't think we want flying cars, to be honest.
And, like, like Star Wars, for instance, how on earth do they do those, like, you know those in, like, the big planets with the cars, and they have, like, They go in straight lines in the air,
Yes.
and it's like air
like
highways.
air roads. That's
Is
weird.
it? How do you even like
What
administrate
even
that?
is that?
How do you do that? Do you think it's like
Do you just have,
gravity
like-
or something?
No, because in like Back
Gravity
to the
field.
Future, they had like flying cones, didn't they? They had
Yeah, I know, but still, like some maniac be like, "Nah, I'm just not
yeah,
there today."
that is pretty weird.
Well, you could do that
do
on the
that
ground.
with a regular car.
No, but you could
just
like
drive
drive.
the
No,
streets.
but it's a bit more open though because there's not like buildings and stuff in the way. Like
Well,
keeping you
unless
from-
you're in a city. I doubt they're going to
But
have...
I don't think we're going to get flying cars.
I think
I
it's-
think if we wanted flying cars, we would have flying
I
cars.
think yeah, exactly. I think it's a bit impractical.
But we're
We've got
we're
planes
very
and that.
set in our ways.
Yeah. But so that's like the trope. That's everyone always says, "Oh, where's the flying cars at?" But I don't think that's like a thing that's going to happen. Maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
And same with jetpacks.
And even then, we'll just use like helicopters.
yeah,
Helicopters.
exactly. There's like a reason why not everyone has helicopters is because how do you even like?
Yeah.
It's just
And then there's the whole thing with like flying, and you got to like book it all in,
yeah, exactly.
tell the relevant authorities.
And then you have to make like the traffic control people even more stressed
Yeah.
than they already are, and they're very stressed. But I
Yeah,
don't
but like dentists have like a higher suicide rate, which is weird.
Because we've gone from flying cars to suicidal dentists.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, no, because like air traffic control, you get that's very stressful.
Yeah, and then you get like
stressful.
dentists.
But
as
like
well, don't you?
dentists,
It's still
you think,
stressful job, I'd
it's-
imagine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like doing it. I don't want to look at people's teeth.
People's teeth are pretty gross.
Maybe people get fascinated by that rubbish.
Hmm.
Not rubbish. It's obviously not rubbish. I kind of like my
Right,
teeth.
just slated
If
every
you
single
like my
line.
He's a professional, absolute rubbish.
Yeah, no. Sorry, dentist.
To all our dentist listeners.
Yeah.
So
we
all-
apologise. Right, well, why don't we move on to Harry? What do you think the future could hold for Earth? Or humanity, let's say.
I
Just
don't know.
before he starts,
I think-
Harry's like very pessimistic. I just like to point out. He's very cynical.
I'm pretty cynical. I would like to think of myself as a realist.
Yeah,
But-
but you take sometimes you take it a bit far with the whole
Okay.
we're all gonna die.
Well, we are all gonna die.
Well,
That's not
eventually,
even like...
eventually, but not like in some. I don't think it'll be some world-ending extinction event like the
You know,
dinosaurs and
what's
that.
the thing that's in Watchmen? Like the
I
Midnight
haven't seen
Clock.
Watchmen.
You've not seen
No,
Watchmen?
I'm not seen
Neither
Watchmen. I know it's DC in that, but I haven't seen it. What's it on? It's on.
I think it's on. You can get it on Amazon Prime, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I know.
I think
Lewis
it might
does.
be on Netflix as well.
No, what's when you
Anyway, watch it. Right, so there's like you know how they have. I think they made it for like the Cold War. They made this like if the like clock hits midnight,
Yeah,
that's like we're all dead.
DEFCON 5 or whatever it is.
Nah, that's like
1, 2, 3. I don't know what
midnight
it is.
is El Deceasto. Like
El
it's
Deceasto.
all gone wrong. We've all been nuked by someone,
Yeah.
and we're like closer than we've ever been.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that true though?
Yeah.
No, I don't
We
think
are
it is.
closer than
I
where
don't
we
think
were
it is.
during the Cold War.
There's a story in the Cold War. It's not a story. It's a fact.
The guy and he was like,
Is
yeah,
it like-
I probably shouldn't.
Two of
do
them
that.
put the keys in this. It's like a Russian submarine,
Exactly.
and
Right.
they got like a mix, like a wrong message.
Google
They got told that the Americans had launched a missile or something. I'm kind of paraphrasing. I can't remember the exact story. But two of them had put like the keys in ignition, and you needed the third one to activate the nuke from the submarine. And the guy was so close, and he didn't do it. And that was like
It's the doomsday clock, right?
that, yeah. But like
We are 100 seconds to midnight.
I don't think that's true.
It is true because it's on their website.
Yeah, but that's one website, mate.
Oh yeah, because these people who have been doing this since the Cold War have no idea about any doomsday.
But who's like
Yeah.
causing the threats right now? Is it like
Everyone.
North
That's kind of the
Korea.
issue.
North Korea? Who else?
Okay,
we got?
well, just because you hate North Korea. Jeff,
America.
it's not gonna
Mate, well, no, but they're the obvious one. I don't
Russia.
hate North Korea. Come on.
Well, let's bring it
What
back
do you mean
to
you hate North
It's like
Korea?
the guy in
They're
charge
great
ain't
fun.
that great, but you know.
Oh,
you
well-
see, he started crying in that he did like a address to the nation, and he said he failed. He
Who?
failed in Kim
What?
He had failed his people, so he started crying on stage. You don't see that?
No.
He's like, I have failed you people, and because of the COVID stuff, and he started crying.
Do they have COVID?
Yeah.
How did they
Everyone
get COVID?
gets COVID, mate.
How did they get COVID?
Because China and that. Because the only trade partner they have,
Because
the only,
China, man.
the only trade
China.
partner they have is like China.
What?
Yeah. It'll be
I'm
from that.
googling it. King James.
Like, it's probably in every country. Maybe not like. I don't know, the very isolationist people.
Well,
Apparently he's a chain smoker.
Probably is. He seems like it. He's also very fat.
so we've gone from
You would be
talking about
too if you were
future-
eating all the food of an entire
All the-
country.
Oh, God's sakes.
Well, he's not wrong though, is he? He's hoarding it all.
Right, okay.
But I think we should stray back to what we're trying to...
Yeah, we kind of went from the future, flying cars, to history.
It's
Kingdom.
because you asked me a question. That's just a bad idea.
Yeah, let's
Let's keep away
Actually,
from
no.
him. Keep away from
I
him.
said I don't know, and then he started waffling.
I didn't waffle. I just said you're quite pessimistic, and it's true. You are.
Yeah.
But anyway, the future, right? So, what are the main problems we got nowadays?
Obviously, right. Have you guys watched the David Attenborough's witness statement?
No.
I haven't watched all of it. Is that a documentary he did?
Yes, basically it's his witness statement of how humanity...
A proper dickheads.
Well, yes.
That's
yes,
the crux
yes.
of it.
I would say the majority could be. Not the viewers. Obviously not the viewers. The viewers
No, the viewers of this podcast
they're all just golden.
they're all great people.
Well, no, we're all a part of the issue.
No, shut up. The viewers are not.
You
No.
buy like clothes and you've pretty much just endorsed child slavery.
No.
Well,
Wait,
that's a big
Hold up.
statement.
We've strayed here. Because we're talking about climate change. and
Yeah,
you just talk about
exactly. It's
child
all this
slavery.
like
It's all linked.
using
It's all
way too much.
linked. Everything's linked to honestly the inevitable death of humanity. Oh, that's
Pretty much.
No, but you can't just tell people not to buy clothes anymore.
Yes, I
Wait,
can.
you can.
You can't, mate.
You can.
I can.
Because the clothes
Jack, do not buy clothes. See, I did it.
No, but you can't tell me that. Okay, that's just being stupid. Okay. But, like, you know,
If everybody became nudist,
I think we'd have a bit of a problem.
It would be
what would be the problem?
probably a lot just to do. What about children?
Yeah, no, that'd be really weird.
Well, no, because we just have to change society.
No,
Oh,
society.
we're not changing.
Well,
to
let's
not
change-
be
No, we're not changing the
nonsense.
whole society just so we can be naked. We're
I
not
think
doing
like the
that.
whole point of like nudism is that you like don't sexualize a nude body,
Yes, but
and
to
obviously
change
you're
it-
going to be like, well, no, because
But that's impossible.
a
Yeah, to
nude
change
body
the
is
entire
No,
society.
you think it's impossible, but it's
impossible.
not impossible. How is
Yeah,
that
it is,
possible?
because we've evolved to not think that. And that's
We've
why
not evolved to
you
think
get that in the Bible
That's
stories.
a
Why do
society
you like Adam and Eve covering themselves up?
Because
very
they
start.
because that's the whole thing. Like they eat the apple, they get the knowledge, and suddenly they're aware that they're naked.
Yeah, and they wear they feel open.
So it's only because they like
But how
have
you-
been told.
But that's like an
essentially.
archetype in people's brains. That's not going to just disappear like that. No, one,
It's not going to disappear like that, but you could change that.
well, over like thousands of years.
Not over thousands of years, like 100 years.
I don't think so.
100 years, you could easily make everyone be okay with being naked.
Would you say that it took 100 years to change from nudism being okay to nudism being not okay?
No.
Well, no, because it started with, oh, I'm cold.
Okay.
I've not got as much hair
Well,
as
then
I
that
used
links
to,
it
so
back
let me
to-
put...
But why? No, but why would they?
But
not-
now we don't
No, but
need
why
that
would
because we
they-
have like central heating.
Yes, but what about people like, let's say, the countryside who work out outside the
Right,
all
okay,
day?
farmer boy.
No one needs to know what I do.
Do you not have radiators?
No, I actually live off burning off fossil fuels.
I'm going to burn you.
Of course I don't. I don't burn fossil fuels. Obviously, I only burn animals.
Don't even... Yeah, that's how you prevent the usage of fossil fuels. You burn them
Well, I'm
before
just
they
lowering
become...
the. I'm
Before they become
I'm
before they become like
I'm
the-
capping
oil.
the population of the animals in my farm. I think that's quite.
That's cap.
Lovely.
Right. Okay. Well, why don't we move on?
No, but like, what's no? Hold on, I want to elaborate a bit on this
right,
because
yeah, go on.
Yeah, I feel like
we
we
went
sort
from David Attenborough, a very important point of climate change and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So my problem with climate change is that
It's not real.
It's not real, and we should all not believe what they're saying. No, that's not true. No, it's definitely real. But like, even if we cut it out, what the hell? How are we going to stop China and India? Like, they're the biggest fossil fuel emitters in the
We
world,
nuke them.
and they're not going to stop because they're still developing. And especially India, who are like,
Yeah, see if like the UN was a bit more useful. That'd be pretty. Because
but
then
the
they
UN
could
can't
be
just,
like,
no, but the
whoa,
UN can't just go in to a country and be like, nah. I don't think that's how.
this is why we need a global government.
Yeah, that's like sci-fi. That's all what sci-fi is. Well, as soon as
Yeah.
you get a global government,
that would be
everything
so
goes
much
well,
more
and then they have
helpful.
spaceships and
Because
stuff.
then you'd have like, you'd stop having all of this like tribalism crap where no, stop
Yeah.
killing kids. And they're like, no, it's fine, trust us.
Yeah, but it's difficult. That's very difficult.
Yeah, so we take out all foreign leaders.
Okay. Right.
Okay, let's stop.
So,
Why foreign leaders? Why not our own leaders?
No, well...
Yeah, no, that's a good point. How about we just kill all leaders?
Yeah, but then who's going to replace them?
No,
now?
and then...
I really want you in
Total
charge.
anarchy. And then eventually, someone will figure it out.
I think that's a terrible idea.
Humans are extremely adaptive.
Yeah.
We put them in this high-pressure situation,
And
and we just leave them to it.
they'll freak out.
Everyone just goes absolutely mental.
Okay, David Attenborough. Let's cut you off. David Attenborough, right? He's talking about...
Sound guy, cut out Harry. Cut him
Yeah,
out.
just cut him out. Just
you,
remove the whole
Remove
thing.
the whole man.
Just remove...
Who's Harry?
Who's even Harry?
I don't know.
No,
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to need to get better at stop just going off in a tangent.
No, it's fine. No, it's good. It adds to the character of our show.
It makes a little character.
Just pure waffle.
Right, I'm going to stop talking for like 2 minutes.
Okay.
And you're just going to...
Right, let's talk about David Attenborough's witness statement, right?
Yeah.
So, and obviously, let's talk about facts, right? Obviously, climate change is a real thing. I'm not going to say who doesn't believe in that, because that would be, it would raise some...
But like a
obvious-
surprisingly
Harry,
large...
shut up, man!
No, it's like a surprisingly large amount of people don't believe it.
But that's
But
because they're
it is
indoctrined.
fact.
It's because it benefits them if they don't believe it.
Yeah, but like when it benefits them
Well, it
until
benefits
they're drowning
everyone.
in
Yes,
6
it
feet
does
of
not
seawater.
benefit anyone.
Yeah, that's the big thing. You have to try and make sure everyone believes it first, and then you because then how are you going to fix it if they don't all believe it?
I love that video. Like Ben Shapiro's like, oh, so if like, what? That's like seagulls. That's mad. But where he's like, oh yeah, if the like sea level rises, you don't think people would just
move
move
Yeah,
and
but
sell
that's
their
not-
houses,
mate.
and then the like guy busts through like the drywall, and he's like, sell them to who? Ben, fucking Aquaman.
Right,
Fine,
well.
you can beat it. I was quoting.
Yeah, that's just
Should we just call this the Tangent Podcast? Because I think we've not actually talked about the future at all.
I was just talking about that video. You can go back to
But
David
anyway,
Attenborough.
climate change, right? This is important. So the problem with climate change is climate change naturally happens over that's how you get ice ages, and you get like things like the Eocene era where it was like 50 degrees average temperature. I don't actually know if that's true or not. I think that's like considered the warmest time in the Earth's history is the Eocene. I think when there's like animals and stuff. So it fluctuates, but it doesn't. The problem, what we're doing is we're like taking all the carbon out at an unnatural rate and shoving it back into the atmosphere.
Yes.
Which would happen eventually, but we're doing it way too quickly, and that's causing like the environment is not letting it catch up on itself. I think.
Yeah, the rapid increase of population is kind of is edging down as well. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think we're sort of beginning to...
Well, it's not rapid. Yeah, we're kind of plateauing now, but it's still big, and it's there's a lot of developing countries that like require the fossil fuels to allow them to.
Yes, like Southern American countries, they a lot of them.
So if we could distribute the wealth a bit better, there would be...
Well, no,
less
because that would
climate
lead
change,
to
that would
more.
be
Because obviously you got capitalism, which I mean. Well,
How am I?
I'm not going off.
It goes on
I'm
tangent.
just saying that you can't really distribute money over that if it's a capitalist country.
Globalised government.
Well, okay.
Well, that is the utopian answer, but how do you get there?
We
Harry?
kill all the leaders, I've told you.
Okay, so
Then there's no leaders to make a global. Who would you put in the global?
Me!
okay, how about
Obviously
we
me.
What, a pessimistic realist?
how about we
Exactly.
how about we make it a
I'll
bit
do what needs to
better
be
for
done.
how about we make this conversation a bit easier for Harry?
Okay.
So what Harry? If I
When
ask
the
you,
globe go hot and the ice go melty melt.
if I ask you this, right, what would you like to see in 2100? In the year 2100, what would you like to see?
How can we save what we've already?
What would you like to see? What would you like to see?
Yeah.
You said you're a realist. What would you like to see in 2100? The year 2100. What would you like to see?
A superior race. No. Right, that's a bad start. Right?
Yeah, it's rephrased.
But intelligent tiger bears.
Blonde. Blonde with blue eyes.
No, George. No, right.
Okay, intelligent
So
tiger.
tigers and bears
Mhm.
procreate. You get. I don't know how they'll figure it out, but they'll figure out how to do fertile offspring, and then you can have like
Well, we will, or the
these,
bears
like,
will.
super predators, and that would be so dope, right?
Okay.
And then they get smart, and because they're like just way better than us,
Yeah.
they'll kill all of us.
But they don't have thumbs, though.
Yes, they don't have little thumbs.
The thumbs are the big part.
But they're a mix of tigers and bears.
Yeah, but what? How
So why would they need thumbs?
How are these tigers and bears going to be typing on their computers with
No,
no thumbs?
right. This is right. So
Who's going to hit the space bar?
Bear in mind.
they'll enslave people
Oh my
to
god.
type for them.
Tiger bears.
No, right. Okay,
Oh
here's
my
my
God.
thinking.
Is
They'll be
that
smart
like the
enough.
Simpsons episode with the dolphins?
I feel like I've seen this in a history.
That was in the film, wasn't it?
It wasn't the film.
I think it was the film.
That was a TV episode.
So your idea is to create a super race that culls a different race, or
Yes,
enslave.
but they see us because they like bears and tigers have been kicking about us for a while. They've seen most of the bad shit we've done.
Yeah.
All of the deforestation, all that, right? So they'll be like, right, now that we're in charge, let's not do that.
I don't think tiger bears will
I
have
think
the,
they probably-
have the intellect.
No, right, hang on. No, I've solved it, right?
How about this?
Meerkats.
Nah, meerkats are
Super
small.
intelligent, highly evolved meerkat. Because they already have this, like, sense of community and doing things for each other. But because, like, tiger bears would be
Well, no,
predators, they'd
that-
probably end up being
You're
capitalists,
along
like super capitalists.
you're along like a more explored line because what was it Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? That was all mice. These little really intelligent mice that built the big computers and stuff. Have you read it? Have you read the books?
I've read, like, half of one.
Yeah, so the mice are like really intelligent in space, and these big space mice, and then they're really intelligent. And I
Yeah.
think that's like the vibe you're going for.
Yeah,
Meerkats.
okay, but meerkats, because they do things for each other, so then they'll be able to, like, help. They're more, like, community-based, so then they'll help each other rather than just doing stuff for themselves.
Yeah.
But surely at one point in the very, 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 very far future, the meerkats will get to so much of a stage that we are basically now.
Well, no, because we were, like, doing things for ourselves. We had our own little groups, whereas meerkats, you bung them all in together,
So you're saying
happy
that.
days.
So they don't fight each other ever.
So you're saying
Yeah.
that different
They don't
meerkat
fight
groups
each
from different
I don't think
places
so.
would always get along with meerkats in, let's say, different.
Yeah, what if you got like Meerkat 1 and Meerkat 2? One's from like Europe and one's from America.
Are they going to be best pals?
They'll be best friends, yeah.
You sure about
And
that?
that's
Because what they'll see is another meerkat.
but we see
Because
another
they
human.
can see those people as a resource to help them, so then everyone can sustain themselves.
Okay, well, I see Fraser's or not Fraser. Sorry, the sound guy
Ian,
or whatever his name is.
Mike,
Useful. Who
Mike,
doesn't get
Mike the sound guy.
Okay, Mike. Hi, Mike.
whatever your name is.
That's perfect.
I see him as pretty useful, right? And I think he's been quite useful to the podcast, you know. But either way, the world is still the humanity is still mucking up the world.
How is this relevant?
And you're saying that
to meerkats?
every single
No, the
meerkat,
meerkats have killed us.
I know every single meerkat is
We're
going to say
dead.
a different meerkat and go, you can help.
No, that's what I'm saying. So, like, when we started making civilization and stuff, it was for our group. Meerkats, they'll make their civilizations, and when they come across another one, they'll be like, oh, it's more meerkats.
No, they
That's
wouldn't.
dope.
No, they wouldn't.
Why not?
Because the reason why we can make all these big thingy-jiggies is because we have like a conscience and we're like self-aware of stuff.
Yeah, so meerkats
So
would get
once you
that,
come-
but they wouldn't be selfish about it.
But how do you know?
Because I'm a meerkat.
How can you facilitate that?
Yeah.
Well,
Big man.
we wouldn't facilitate that because we're all dead.
Well, I know, but
I'd rather not die. I'd rather not be replaced by intelligent meerkats.
What if the meerkats
Well,
could
you
transplant
might have a
our
choice.
brains into a meerkat body so that we could fit?
I think we're going on the
No, but
I
then-
think meerkats and tiger bears are not the right choice. I think we should go for more like a mix of
Fish. Everyone becomes fish. Because if we're doing global warming anyway,
yeah.
sea levels
No,
rise.
that actually is a good idea. Fish. But then what happens when it gets cold again? Do we just
We
go back?
all become crocodiles.
right, this is very, very quick.
No, right? Okay.
This
It's
is all
not-
going to happen by
It's not like
2100.
land predators or like land
Okay,
prey
so,
or whatever.
yeah,
It's
George's
not
right.
fish. We have to become like crocodiles.
George is right.
Because they were kicking about in like dinosaur times.
Tiger bear
They're still here.
The tiger bear
They
ain't going
clearly
to
got something
happen.
sorted out.
In 80 years, tiger bear ain't going to be a thing.
Why not?
I asked you in 80 years. What's going
Oh,
to
in
be?
80 years. Oh, in 80 years we might be dead.
Harry!
No, right. There's more chance of us all being dead in 80 years than there is of us all being dead in 10 years.
There's also more.
Yeah.
Right, 80 years, I don't know.
So what is the point? Why did you say that? It's pretty. It's not very obvious.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Well, actually, no, that might not be obvious, because what happens in 10 years, like, we could get really close to nuclear war or something, and then we just, like, become really pacifist all of a sudden.
Oh, yeah, because what about human history?
You know what? Just answer the question.
But I don't know.
What would you like?
What would I like?
Yeah, that's why I asked you.
Like a global government.
Anything else? No?
New shoes?
I would like them to not be completely mental.
I'd like them to
By
outlaw,
today's standards.
Hawaiian pizza. That's
Yes.
what I want. That's the only thing I want. I don't care about climate change.
But yeah, I'd like them
Hawaiian
to not
pizza.
be like super authoritarian dystopian.
Now, can we stop
I
you
would
there
like
and talk
them
about
to
Hawaiian
be-
pizza for a second, please?
Can I be really controversial?
The hard
I don't
hit.
mind it.
Shut up, George. Get out.
I don't mind Hawaiian
Out.
pizza.
Out.
Like, the only thing I'm worried about with humanity, everything else, fine.
But
We've seen it
who
before.
decided,
but
pizza is warm.
Hawaiian pizza.
Pineapple
You're
is
like,
not meant to be warm.
what idiot put pineapple on a pizza in the first place?
It's not even Hawaiian. I
It's
can't
probably,
ask
it's probably the same
Hawaiians.
kind of people who's like, so let's milk this cow.
Was it
Let's milk this
It
cow.
was definitely not the Hawaiians.
What's someone else?
Do they even have pineapples in Hawaii?
Maybe.
Come on, man.
Where are pineapples from? Are they Caribbean?
Well, no, because you get pineapples. So in Sri Lanka they have pineapples.
Okay.
So that's like Southeast Asia.
Yeah, so pizza's pizza's
I'm
Italian. Right?
Googling. Yeah. So,
And then
no, I think pizza was actually made by an American. Like pizza as we know it.
what? No, it was made by the guy. The guy made the thing.
no,
for...
it was.
No, it wasn't. Cause
Hawaiian pizza was. I think it was actually made in America.
Oh yeah, Hawaiian pizza. Yeah,
Hawaiian
but
pizza.
not
Sure.
pizza.
That's definitely on the American.
Pizza. No, because it was made like
I'm not
some
saying.
baker's like, let me make you something for the queen.
Okay.
Margarita.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think we
yeah,
should
yeah,
refrain from accents,
Fine.
especially you.
Fine. Well, this Italian
You're not
guy.
allowed
This Italian guy was
accents.
like, okay, and then make you something for the Queen Margarita or whatever it was, and he made her a pizza and called it Margarita.
I need to Google if they have
That is
pineapples
horrific.
in Hawaii.
No, that's true.
If it is true, fair enough. Right. Well, what was the point you were trying to make?
Okay, no, they
I'm
do
just saying
have. They have
Hawaiian
pineapples
pizza
in
is
Hawaii.
sacrilegious in every single word.
They're not native. Wait, what?
Go on.
So
Maybe.
they have origins in South America.
Do you think Hawaiian pizza is going to get cancelled then? Because it's just kind of. That's how we do it.
Do they
we
have
embrace
pineapples?
we embrace cancel culture and
And
we
we
cancel
cancel
Hawaiian
Hawaiian
pizza.
pizza.
Because it's not from Hawaii.
Cancel culture is the most useless.
Yeah, but
pointless,
George,
stupid thing.
George.
No.
Once we've got
Hawaiian
rid of
pizza.
Hawaiian pizza,
The earth is
then
safe.
we can say that it's bad.
Yeah.
We just need it
Should
to.
get past the.
It's like Me Too. That was good, and then they
Oh,
took
God.
it too far
Oh god.
because now everyone's being cancelled.
Okay, yeah, that makes
But
sense.
it's like not the issue isn't necessarily with cancelling people in the first place. It's the issue is a week after and nobody gives a shit anymore.
Yeah,
So
maybe
like
it's
someone
just
will like
it's just a
touch a child and everyone's like, no, bad, I'm not gonna like interact with you. And then like a week later everyone's like, yeah.
That is completely false. No, if you touch a child,
Yeah,
right, you're
no,
not getting
mate,
away
yeah,
with it.
no, if you
You're
touch
not
a child,
getting
you
away
That
with it.
was a
should be
bad
cancelled.
example.
It was
But if you
poor
like say
example.
something dumb.
You
that
say
you'll get
something dumb.
cancelled
Everyone
for it.
says stuff dumb.
Yeah, but that-
like that. See,
Case
I
in
just proved my
point.
point. But everyone says things
I'm
that
still
are
trying to figure out if
reprehensible.
I
But
think
then,
they
and then you
do.
learn from
Yeah,
it.
they grow from it. They go and become
Yeah.
a person. Yeah, okay.
So they're not native. I think someone just brought them over and started growing them.
Okay, and then but
What was the other thing?
what the
Who-
bear tigers?
No.
Hey George,
I
how
think
about
those are a thing.
because me and Harry are obviously pretty terrible. How about we ask you, what would you like to see in 80 years?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Oh my god, they're a thing.
Shut up, mate.
I really, really like the idea of big. What can we say? Can we say business CEOs' names? Names of people.
Yeah, Bill
Well,
Gates.
Elon Musk. He wants the idea of a chip in the brain, doesn't he?
Yeah, and then what's it called? Neuralink.
Neuralink, yeah. I think that is a great idea. And you know why? It's because we can shut down schools because they can be completely...
But is
They-
that not a bit worrying?
No,
Because-
the problem I have with
because it's
that.
no longer
Think
you.
about the depression rates in school. They are horrific. People in school are very sad.
No, but then
You could just
no,
change the
but no.
education system.
No,
No,
you
you could get
you
rid of
say
it.
that. You say that.
No, no, you could just fix it.
There are people that get sad, but there are also people that make lots of friends in that and have a really fun time in school. And then they meet, like, I want to see
Shut up,
you if I
Ian.
didn't go to
Wait,
school.
am I your friend?
Well, that's debatable, but like, we're acquaintances.
Can we make that topic?
Yeah, we'll do that later.
Are we using
But, But yeah, schools like of course you get depressed people because of school. We also get happy people, and you get friendships reform and stuff like that.
Yes, but surely it's very beneficial to learn a lot.
There's two things I have with the Neuralink thing.
Okay.
There's two things. I just have a feeling it might just like discourage sociality amongst humans.
I don't like the idea of it because it's no longer like the self.
We're very social
Yeah,
animals.
but wouldn't humanity strive with that kind of technology?
Yeah, in like a practical, objective point of view.
Is there any point
like
of
we'd be
living
able
if
to
you-
go
if
to
you
Mars in
like-
about 3 weeks.
Is there any point of being here if you can't like?
If it's not us, what's the point?
Yeah, it's not very authentic.
Authentic.
Because then we just become like actual drones.
But my other problem
It's when we become
the other problem
disassociated.
I have with the
That's
Neuralink
bad.
thing is that the people that get access to it first are going to be advanced.
Yeah.
And then they can just keep advancing it. And then they're going to be ahead of us, and then the gap's going to grow. And then they're just going to be these like super beings, and they're going to control us all. It's like you might think that's a bit paranoid, but it's very plausible.
Is that just because you think you'll drip down to the lower classes? And
No,
Probably because you can't be like the first.
Sure. No, I'm saying like these really super rich people, like Big Jeff. He's gonna get these chips. They're gonna make them really advanced. He's gonna invest tons of money into it when he finds out that they're very useful.
What about the idea with the Neuralink with people who have, let's say, like disabilities?
Well, yeah, that's very, very good. That's a very good. solution
Exactly.
for it.
Yeah.
But
Or
then
people who,
the
let's
point-
say, you've got like are blind.
It was
then-
Greeks. Greeks invented pizza.
Greeks.
Yeah.
Not Italians.
Greeks.
Was it? Who's Queen Margarita then? Because that is a thing. Or maybe Margarita was invented in Italy.
I don't know. I'm not
Then
good
what was the
Yeah.
first
Right, no.
pizza ever made?
See the neural link thing. I like it for its like medical aspect.
Yeah.
Like fixing people's brains who have had like strokes and stuff.
Yeah, that's very good.
Banging. But then like making people super intelligent and like
It's worrying.
just function better.
It's
That I
no.
don't-
Well, no. If everyone if it
I
got
don't-
rolled out equally and everyone got the same
Yes.
thing,
Yeah.
then maybe. But then
Yeah, but then where's like the line? Where is the line between it's just enhancing what you've already got, and when is it actually changing?
yeah, no. But then
who
I just
and what you
realised
are?
if you rolled it out all the same, then that just like that wouldn't work either.
Because then everyone's the same.
Yeah, everyone's the same, and then that doesn't work. That's not compatible with humans.
Mm.
It just isn't. We have evidence of that. If you look at
We
the
already
Soviets.
have like not enough jobs for people. If people became smarter and they could do more,
Exactly. That's what I think. What if?
in any scenario, it just ends up being like a class war.
Yeah, but what if we mass produce these Neuralinks? At one point, let's say let's not roll them out until we can mass produce them to a point where basically
that's what we're talking about.
everyone has access to them.
Yeah, but
Would
that,
And then
not
it's
be
down to
super
luck who
beneficial?
prospers and who doesn't.
Would that not be
but
super
then
beneficial?
does that mean that everyone's intelligence is leveled? Is that what it means?
Well, I
Is
mean,
that- is
Because
that-
then
it
you won't
depends what
have
you
like
do with it,
smart
isn't
people
it?
and dumb people.
Okay, so let's say
You
the
have
chip.
everyone
What is your
thinking
chip?
the same.
The mass-produced chip. What is the goal of the chip? What's the chip going to do?
It has many different uses. Well, obviously, I'm not Elon Musk, so I
Yeah,
don't
but
know
what is
what's
it?
in
Just generalize it. Is it medical? Is it intelligence? Is it like?
It would help a lot of things. Let's say it would help with if it could help with memories.
Okay, no. Make this like a theoretical thing. So this chip you're going to mass-produce. What does it do? Just make.
Okay, right. You can remember basically everything.
Oh, okay.
Okay, right. You can remember
Right.
everything. Right? It fixes and helps you develop. Well, not let's say if your brain damaged, it'll help you with that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
If you've got like disabilities, it helps
Okay,
you
so
with that in school
make
as
it
well.
mental.
We also have
Yeah,
access.
but then even then, with disability, like for a lot of people with disability, that's just who they are, and then you're changing who they are as a person. So
then-
where's the line
Well, no,
between?
because you're
No,
not
but
becoming a
they'll
robot.
have a choice
You're
to
not
it, though.
becoming-
They'll
yeah.
have a choice, but then you'll definitely get some like twat who's like, oh, you're choosing to be disabled.
Oh, yeah,
You don't
no, but they
get
always get people like
Well,
that.
state
They want to get
benefits
disabled
or
for.
And then but yeah. Anyway, your chip so benefits with health,
Yeah, definitely.
benefits with memory.
Mhm.
Does it benefit with like
Education and stuff like that.
intelligence and stuff like that?
I would
General
say there
intelligence.
definitely would have to be a limit before you could get a chip. Like, let's say if you were like a child. Like, I'm not roll it out to people at least.
An 18-year-old down.
I think when you're 18, you should be able to get the chip.
And this chip, but will it
It's
boost
gonna
your
make you
intelligence?
smart.
Will make everyone the same?
It would allow you to access the information you needed for what you
Instantaneously.
wanted. Yes.
So it
So
doesn't necessarily make you more intelligent. It just makes you like
Well, basically, it doesn't make you a robot, right? It's like a massive if we're doing education right, it's like a ginormous library that's got everything you need.
Okay, so it doesn't necessarily make you smarter. It just gives you the
No, it gives you
resources.
No, by
gives you
virtue of
the,
giving you access to
gives
every
you the
piece of
access to-
information.
No, but then you can have the information, but then you might not necessarily know how to use it in the best
you can
way.
neglect the information. Yeah, exactly.
That's
So-
why.
No, because if you're like open to all of that information, you're gonna learn from all of it,
Well, no,
and then
you're not-
everyone thinks exactly the same because you have
Yeah,
the exact same.
it's not a massive download file that downloads everything that we know on the internet.
but it will be because your memory. Well, if you look
Because
at
you
something,
can remember everything.
If you remember everything,
Then you
then you're
get
just gonna build it up
everything.
eventually. You're gonna have like a big.
Well, how much do you think your brain can manipulate this chip?
Well, that's what I'm asking you.
Well, I would say that.
Like, how do you have this chip while still making people human?
Okay, right. Well, firstly, the chip isn't making you a robot. You're not.
Well, no,
following
but if,
protocol.
like, basically, if everyone becomes super intelligent, you become a little drone that knows everything.
Well, I mean, so the main thing about the chip is that it would be super. You're not getting controlled. You're not getting controlled. Your brain controls this chip, right? Nothing controls the chip. Nothing controls the chips. Sorry.
Yeah,
Well,
but
that
you're
controls
not in
you.
control, and that's the main issue.
No, you are in control. of the chip.
But how are
you
you
saying the brain
Your
controls
brain-
the chip?
Yeah, it would be. It's a neuro.
Well, yeah, it's not Elon sitting there giving you directions.
It's not-
It's not
But,
typing
like-
It's
in.
not a big mothership.
Yeah,
Well, let's hope not. Let's hope not. But
Might be.
but
Be Elon.
he'd still not be human. I don't think he'd be the same.
Well, it
What
wouldn't be
about-
the same. That's the factor. But then, like, but you're saying that.
But like, what makes you fundamentally human is being
Your
taken
conscience.
away.
well, no, because it's not taking away your conscience and your memories and emotions.
But it's
right?
taking away everything that like builds your conscience.
Like what?
Because your experiences and the information that you were like given
Well,
throughout your life, what makes you you.
well, because you can still experience things. You can go outside and
You can
experience
experience
things in the
things, but, like,
world. You can learn.
If it's in your head, what's the difference between experiencing things and then just like brain googling something?
Well, give me an
At
example.
that
Give me
point,
an
they're
example.
exactly
Give
the
me-
same.
Give me an example.
So, like, you go camping, and then
Yeah.
you.
Or you could brain Google camping. At that point, it's like the same.
Or like you
Because it's in your brain, so it's like the same feelings.
you go camping and you have to try to put a tent up, and then you don't have the chip in your head. You have to try to figure it out with your brain, but then you have the chip in your head. It just does it for you. It just tells you how to do it.
Firstly, well, we have manuals to build tents as well. To be fair.
Nobody reads them.
I don't go camping to be honest, but the experience of camping, you going out camping, that experience is only to you. It's like you don't get it shared. It's not shared around the world.
I know, but then the point is,
Why isn't it
it's like, why would you bother going camping? Why would you bother?
No, because like if you're trying to give everyone all the information,
No, it's not. Look, I think the difficult. You think the idea of the chip is it's integrated. Would you say it's integrated into your brain, like it's part of your brain?
Well, I think that's how it's going to
Or
work.
would you say?
because it is in your brain.
I guess the perfect idea would be that your brain has access to this, wouldn't it? That would probably be a better way.
So it can.
But then you'd have to limit what people can do. You'd have to have like a limit of stuff they can brain Google.
Why?
Because some people will be like, oh, I'll only do a little bit, and some people are like, oh no, I want all the information. And then you get the exact same of like, oh, it's the exact same issue as some like people getting it,
Yes, but
and some people not getting the brain thing.
Well, what?
So if you have everyone has access, but they can choose whether or not they're gonna like have that information.
Yeah.
It's the same issue because some people will be like, oh, I don't want to like change myself, so I won't get all of the information. And some people like, I want to know everything, so they get all of the information. And then it's the same issue as some people having the chip and some people not having the chip.
Well, that was
So
the division.
it's like
Yeah.
forcing people to like.
Yeah.
If they want to keep up, they have to like.
I don't.
Well,
get
I
how you
wouldn't
could do
say the
it and
idea
it not
of
be an issue.
knowing literally everything as if you want to know everything like someone else is keeping up. Because if you know everything, I mean, you can't really. There's not really the ideal human, is there? You're not the perfect human if you know everything.
Well,
Exactly.
no, you wouldn't be. But then you'd also be able to do a lot more things than someone that didn't know everything.
You'd be better than human.
You'd be
So
you would be. If you have a
inhuman.
computer in your head, you like transcend being a human at that point because you're not. Because
humans are stupid,
Well, no, because
and we
you
make
can go on the
mistakes.
internet.
no, because
you
like
can do what you want.
but naturally humans have a limit to what they can like retain and how they can think.
Yeah.
But then if you put a computer in your head, that takes away the limit. It doesn't make you.
You are no longer grounded. You are a superhuman being,
And
therefore you're not human.
that could be very beneficial, but also be quite dangerous.
It would be beneficial in a practical sense. We'd be more productive. We'd be able to do more things.
But even would that be the case though? Because if everyone became this like unlimited.
Yeah, what would actually be the
then
very
everyone's the same.
What's the consequence?
Yeah, everyone would become the same, and then that wouldn't be really compatible with how humans are because they don't like being the same as everyone else. They like to strive to be better.
So with this Neuralink thing, we either stay human and we don't get it, or we change as a species entirely.
And then adapt to it.
And then become something that is no longer recognisable as human.
And what would be the
but
consequences of that?
Is that necessarily a bad thing?
Well,
yeah,
the
what's the
thing-
consequences of that?
We would perceive it as a bad thing,
Yes.
but
There's no-
if everyone had
well,
the
I mean,
brain,
not
it would be...
There are like, I mean, I think there'd be like short-term consequences that you have to like make sure don't happen, like the whole people getting way more advanced than other people quickly.
And then
You
who
have to
enforces
introduce
that?
it in levels, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you have to make sure that happens. But like, I think like, as soon as you put a chip in your brain, I think that's like transcending being
Yeah,
human at that
it's-
point. You're
yeah.
different,
Yeah, of course.
which
but-
is like not necessarily a bad thing, but it's like,
It is kind of a bad thing.
well,
Morally, it's a bad thing.
is it though?
Because you're
Well,
no longer
morals,
you.
Okay, morals are not gonna lie. Sometimes they're a load of rubbish. Well, a load of rubbish sometimes as well.
What do you mean morals are a little bit of a
What-
sweeping
what-
statement?
The consequences you're saying that the only consequence of having Neuralink is just kind of it's moral to us. Humanity.
I think that, so you're saying
That's
that.
one of the big issues, yeah.
How's
What's
it
the other
moral?
one?
How's that moral?
How's that moral?
But
Explain
it's
that.
immoral because it changes who you are, it changes your decision, so you're no longer you, and you are not in control.
But no,
And then you have the whole class.
no. I think we're saying that you would be in control.
Yeah, that's the point of the Neuralink.
But it's no longer you. You have fundamentally changed who
No,
you
it's
are.
you, but you're well.
You are no longer you. You are you 2.0.
Is that necessarily a bad thing?
Yeah,
You're just better.
because that's not you
You're just
anymore.
better than what you were before.
It
It's
defines
just making-
define better because again, objectively, from your accomplishments, you would be better.
You could view it
But
as like a machine.
from being a human being point of view, you are no longer better.
Well,
you are different.
Because but
You are
every
totally
human will still
different.
have every human will still have a consciousness. They'll still have a gut feeling, still, won't they? Are you
Maybe.
saying that they won't have a gut feeling, they won't have a consciousness, and that the Neuralink controls?
I would
the
say
brain
you
completely?
sort of overwrite the gut feeling if you have this supercomputer in your head and you can know the outcome of what you're going to do. You no longer need the gut feeling. You no longer respond to that because you already know.
Yeah, but every single human, even
So
if
what's
they
the
do,
point in
even if
having
they,
a consciousness
even
if you're just going to override it?
even if every single human has access to all of this knowledge, they're still not going to live. Do you think they'll live the exact same life, have the exact same experiences, have the exact same outcomes
Probably.
for every single
It'll be a
human
lot-
around the world?
I think it'll be
If you're all able to have the exact same information and that information be all of the information, you're basically just brain dead because everyone's the same.
What?
It's like a really advanced way of being brain dead. You're brain dead by virtue of everyone being the same.
I'd like to put a disclaimer out to anyone listening still, after this point, is that we're not
Our brains are actually very small.
we're not experts at
anything.
at this at all. We're just kind of hypothesizing. But
Okay, right. Well, why don't
I think
we
that was
move?
pretty clear.
Why don't we move topic? Right, another topic of the future I wanted to talk about was the integration. This might lead into what you could have some arguments into, Harry. The integration of a physical and virtual world.
it's like a VR. thing.
Yeah, essentially
Virtual
VR,
reality.
and how that could evolve throughout.
I haven't seen that film, the Ready Player One. I haven't seen that.
Neither have I. You've
It's-
seen it?
No, I haven't seen
Okay, well,
I
that's
thought you would have seen it. I thought it's one of the films you would have seen. It was just kind of freaky, but
well, the idea that we could essentially just hop into a completely new.
because that film is dystopian, isn't it? It's like
Yeah,
it's
they all
like
live in weird.
shacks, like rubbish
like
bins,
tree
and
houses.
then they only thing they do is go online all day, which is kind
Yeah, again, would it be the same?
Well,
No, obviously it wouldn't be the same.
yeah, it wouldn't be the same.
So then why would we go for that?
Because would you? But it would have many practical uses, though, wouldn't it?
Back in the day, right? See when they were in the industrial mills and that, and then they had these people sewing the cotton together in England. They had these big looms. They had big factories. They were all sewing the things together.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, a power loom comes along, and then everyone being made redundant. But then more cloth comes in, and then the cloth gets built quicker and like sewed quicker, and then they can export it quicker. More money comes in, and then new jobs are made that weren't like there before. And that was completely changed.
What?
Mate, I'm saying that.
Can you link this to the situation?
Yeah, I'm saying that change isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Change isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's totally
innovation.
Innovation. One is like innovation in a technological sense, trying to like make things better for the world. Kind of apart from we'll get over the whole climate changey crap, right? We'll just not talk about.
Let's say that climate change doesn't not exist.
So like
but
that,
it's
like
fixed.
innovation that way.
Fixed.
Yeah.
That's different to changing the human experience, isn't it? Because one is with like changing things for the real world, and the other is
we're changing it for ourselves. Is it like the individual?
Yeah, but
so
it's
you're not
like
changing it for.
I don't know, because I would say this sort of virtual reality thing is real, but it's sort of given value by the real world.
Well, yeah, because there's still the distinction between reality and the virtual reality. Because in regards to the Neuralink, you don't have that like brain technology. You don't have that brain
I thought we'd
technology.
gone past it.
I know. I'm just linking that back to this, right? And that you can go back to the real world, and then you can, obviously the real world's still got to function. Otherwise, there won't be a virtual world. Because if let's say if the Earth blows up and the virtual reality won't exist.
That's what happens in that film, isn't it? It's like they all just neglect the real world.
Yes,
and then it
exactly.
ends up.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Wall-E. It's like Wall-E. They all get really fat on that spaceship, and then they just
And they have floating chairs.
I'm halfway there.
They neglect their planet.
No.
And then that could be a problem. Virtual reality could
Let's be pessimistic.
But what would the benefits of virtual reality be? Is it apart from entertainment? What's the benefits of virtual reality? It's just escapism.
It would.
Yeah.
If it offers people like
It's the same reason we watch TV.
if it offers people easy escapism, that's like easily accessible, and like it takes them away completely from like the terrible
only
life they're living.
thing with virtual reality is if you could make it super realistic, then it becomes a bit too enticing.
Yeah, exactly.
So say you have a really shit life, you would want to spend
all
all
time
of your
there. It's just an
time.
easy way to get out of it,
Yeah,
and then you
yeah.
neglect it further, your real life, and it
Yeah.
just gets worse and worse and worse.
and then you're in a hole.
So I think like it's very careful.
You have to get the balance, don't you? You have to get the balance between the physical and the virtual world.
We have to.
It's sort of like a drug.
Yeah,
You
it kind
think
of is.
it
It
the
is
same
it's
way
like
as a drug.
you get addicted to it, and then
It's the same issues.
you can just neglect your actual life.
Well, I'll pose this question to Jack.
I don't see like what the benefits are other than entertainment.
Yeah,
Virtual reality.
Because you could use it for like learning. So like, say you wanted to do surgery, you could
yeah.
learn
So, like,
how to do
simulation
surgery
and
in
stuff.
virtual reality without killing people.
Okay.
Mess up.
Yeah,
You could get more hands-on experience.
Yeah, I'm
But
gonna,
then again, would that be the same? Because in your head, you know that it's not real.
Okay, well, I'm going to pose this question to Jack.
But then yeah.
Do you think that adding this virtual world would completely ruin the real world? It would halt the progress of the real world, of reality. And now people become so infatuated with virtual reality that they would neglect, and the real world would crumble. Society would crumble, basically.
I think it'd make the gap between rich and poor bigger, and I think it'd make more people at the bottom. At the bottom of the pyramid, it'd make it even wider. I think because it just gives less incentive for people to improve themselves, or like to just get out of the hole they're in. It just gives them less incentive because they can just retreat into this world.
So you're saying that society would crumble?
I don't think it'd crumble necessarily. I think it
would change.
It change. It morph
in
a bit.
Not necessarily good way.
It kind of. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm going to make a really, really annoying question for Harry. What are the positive things that will come out of this virtual world?
Okay. Well, I think the learning experience is definitely something, but you just have to try and make it. And also, it's like, so like, you know, with VR chat and stuff, you can like meet people.
Mm-hmm.
It's if, say, I don't know.
It's like global connectivity.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
So I think that's...
Any other points popped in those two?
No, I think the education thing is quite important.
Yeah.
I think
because...
No, because you don't like when you're practicing. When you're a surgeon, you're practicing surgery. You won't be doing it on.
You do it on like a dead body, but there are a limit.
Well, you won't do it on a dead body. You do it on like.
No, they do like practice on dead body.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
on a human.
Mm.
That's genuine.
Yeah.
I thought that's illegal.
No, like if you donate your body to science or whatever, they can do all sorts of shit to you.
And like if let's say if you're doing uni or if you're at uni level learning, you could attend any lecture from around the world.
Yeah.
With this virtual reality.
Well, the thing is, you can do that anyway with like Zoom.
Yes, but you don't have that. You don't have that ease of accessibility, do you?
No, but then again, neither virtual reality. You got to set up all the crap, and it's just a
bit of lag.
Put the sensor bars up
to watch some 7-year-old dude talk about like.
I don't think that's a big
genes.
problem. I think when people realise that. I don't think they get to a point where people start neglecting their own.
Yeah, they think
and even if they do, I think people like realise that what happens when they do that. I think they'll be like, no, we can't let that happen.
Yeah,
we can't just like let go of our reality just to escape into another.
Well, to finish this topic off, let's have the
We got a like on the Nicola Amasmati.
Oh god! Right.
If anyone of you that are wondering what's happening, is Harry's our expert Twitter man.
Yeah.
I don't really know the term for Twitter people, but
a twat.
A twat, yeah, expert twat. I don't use Twitter.
I'm a pro twat.
I don't use Twitter, so we've resigned that job for him, and he's just going around messaging random people.
Well, Big Sticky Nicky has
mate, how do you call her leader, Big Sticky Nicky?
Oh no!
What he said.
Oh, forget that. Jesus, sorry.
But so if you ever hear him butt in with random anecdotes on his Twitter,
yeah, she said deep breaths, everyone, and I said Nicola, I'm asthmatic, and we have a like on that.
That's good.
So that's good.
We're building the community.
We're building it up. That is the most 18 people have seen it. Only one of them has liked it.
That's shocking.
That is absolutely shocking.
Yeah, what are you saying?
Twix hasn't
Big G.
That's
Big G. We're saying Big G.
Well, to finish this off, why don't we go do the pros, that way the cons. The simple question.
The virtual reality.
Yes.
I think there's more cons for like. I don't know, it's really difficult because we don't know anything about it yet. It's still very fledgling.
Yeah, but from the limited knowledge that we have right now.
What have we done? What have we done? Oh no, it's the football.
I think there's a.
Piers Morgan said, "Oh, Scotland," and I was like, "What?"
Yes, it's for football.
Okay.
But I think there's potential for it to make things a bit more tricky for a lot of people in terms of like what it says. So give them less incentive if they can just retreat into this world.
Well, I'm going to ask for
But I think that it will. I don't think it'll get to the dystopian level in like that film. I think people will realise that we can't just neglect it.
You'd think that, but people have people with addictive personalities.
Yeah, but I don't think there's enough addictive personalities. Well, there's a lot.
It depends how addictive you make the virtual reality. Because if it's as good as reality,
I don't think it's human
people
race.
are going to spend more time in that.
That's true, but then you also have to sustain your real life body as well. Unless you get like robots that do it for. Oh my god.
Okay, we'll end this with a very simple question. Jack, virtual reality, yes or no?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But be careful.
Okay, careful. A cautious yes.
Cautious yes. Because it's fun.
Harry,
fun.
I'm going to guess a no for virtual reality.
It's good fun.
I think it's
what is it? Yes or no? Yes or no? Simple question.
See, this is how basic.
Yes.
This is how basic our podcasts
but all
are.
because I don't think we'll make it.
This is how basic our conversations are.
It's just going to be a laggy, ping, awful.
This is how basic our conversation is that we're taking this big thing and we're just asking yes or no.
Well, the viewers will be interested.
I think that just grounds the expectations of the listeners here.
Yes, yeah. Okay, right, yeah.
So back to like predicting like, I'm just really interested in what you guys think the technology will be like, apart from all this like dystopian stuff we've been talking about. Like more general topic, like so, because like
you think we would know what we want.
Because I watched a James May video yesterday on how the three of them, Rich Hammond, James May, and Thingy, they're doing
Elon Musk has tweeted the carousel turns ever faster.
That's like I don't know what he's talking about.
That's
he's talking about
really freaky.
It's probably like technology.
That's freaky.
I mean, Elon's a freak, man.
He's a lovely man.
He's a bit of a freak.
No offense, but you want to come on the podcast? Hit
No, like, he's a legend.
He's a legend.
But he is.
He's like real life Tony Stark. That's not even a joke.
He's strange.
But anyway, we're saying something. Yeah, I was watching a James May video, and he was reviewing all these like on Food Tribe. It's like this YouTube channel they do. It's like Drive Tribe and Food Tribe. They're the original Top Gear people, and they're looking at like appliances you get in kitchens, and I was so surprised what they had. They had this like all-in-one English breakfast machine.
What?
Yeah, so it would cook all parts of the English breakfast in one. It had
it's like eggs, bacon.
Yeah, so it had a coffee machine on the side, and on top it had an eggs and bacon cooker, and it had like I don't know, like a big like oven bit.
Okay.
Or like, and it's like a microwave
sausage.
It's like a microwave size.
Okay.
And it's all in one English breakfast machine, and I'm like, that is just ingenious. That is ingenious. And like, I'm anything like stupid inventions like that.
Just to ease the anything you can do.
Yeah, exactly. Is there anything like that you think will become? It's like stupid to talk about now, but you think will become like commonplace in people's lives. Like all-in-one English breakfast machine is pretty stupid, but I can see that integrating into people's lives.
I think it needs to be small enough that people will bring it into their home, so it's not like a big thing.
Yeah, but that's like a more stupid example. Like,
you got an oven, basically.
It's just an oven. It's just an oven with a coffee machine inside of it. But things that you consider like stupid right now, do you think is there anything that would become commonplace in our like homes and stuff like that?
I think like the Soda Stream was a pretty good example. Because it was like small enough that people were like, oh yeah, I can just have that.
But I thought like a robot Hoover would be stupid.
But like,
and now it's like everyone
it's a household thing.
Well, I don't have one. Like,
again, that's another one that isn't intrusive. It doesn't change your life.
Well, that's a little bit. It makes it easier.
But it's like just sort of there.
But robot Hoover, no one.
What about something that cuts your hair for you?
Oh, like an automated barber.
Yes.
I have nightmares about that.
No.
I have nightmares about that. Because imagine that it's cutting you and all of a sudden malfunction. It's right for your skull.
I don't think that's ever gonna become a thing, because half of the point of getting a haircut is like the whole experience of it. People like going to the barber.
That's true.
What if you just Zoom call one of your friends on the washer, get a little trim?
Also, yeah, like an automated haircut is kind of like scary, because then it's just going to like.
I don't want sharp objects near my head. Oh, sorry.
No, but you can like human barbers add the variations on it and stuff like that, make it like the haircuts what they are.
And then you have stories, so you go to your mates and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah,
remember
the barber. And also, you remember the barber story about that. When we heard them overheard them talking about the incident in our school. The barber.
Oh God! No.
We should not discuss that.
It's gossip.
That could be another episode.
There's like episodes. It's like things that we learn from these kind of experiences.
Okay,
that's like that kind of relates back to the Neuralink thing. I think that's what Harry was getting at. I think that's what he was getting about though, because like I know that like the Neuralink won't affect your barber and stuff like that, but it might like affect other experiences that you would normally have, but you wouldn't have them anymore because you have all this information at your fingertips.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing he was getting at, I think. For all those viewers that are really confused at that point, because I was kind of confused myself.
I mean, I'm not going to delve into that because I'll take another half hour. But anything stupid that you think right now you think will become like commonplace. Like small? Do you think it's
not even small, like
medium, even if it's massive?
Yeah. So things that maybe exist right now, you're like, that's just stupid. Why does that exist? And then it'll come
self-driving cars,
like Tesla on that. But that is like you think that's like
I think that'll be.
It will definitely happen.
Like it is.
It is already happening.
But like the ease of just stepping in the back of your car, you can do what you want. You can.
And then that opens a whole nother like book for car innovation, because it just becomes basically like a little room, and it's all about the comfort and luxury now. It's not about the drivability of it.
Like imagine just like it doesn't matter
like a little hotel room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
But then what happens like.
But then you'll still get like car lovers who want like a
people
car.
Will always
so
want to
get
drive.
Like two different parts there.
Mm-hmm. And then people always want to drive, so you'll always have people that want to like
so you'll get like
stuff like that.
Yeah, you can always get that, I guess.
Because
Yeah.
what the handbrake turns get you, Jack?
Ladies.
That's
It's Top Gear rule. Handbrake turn gets you ladies.
Oh yeah, because
As that works.
the three on Top Gear, they definitely
Yeah.
get all the ladies.
Yeah, we're lining up for them. With their yellow teeth and that. No thanks, Big Jeremy. I would love Jeremy on the show.
Big Jezza.
Jeremy's
The
my
good Jezza. 2 Jezzas. One of them, not a huge fan.
Who's bad, Jessa?
Jezza.
Oh no, I can't say that, man. We'll leave that ambiguous.
I'm not a huge fan
We'll
of
leave
him.
that ambiguous. But, no, Jeremy Clarkson. We've got Jeremy Clarkson on the show. Oh my god. It'd be great.
We'd have to censor.
He's quite controversial,
We
though.
have to censor a couple of things.
Yeah, amazing.
Cuts. But we can invite him to the garage, yeah, why not?
Yeah. See, what I want this show to happen, I want this podcast to get to a point where we can just get these, like, ridiculous debates
Yeah,
happening.
Get Joe Rogan.
And we just, like, so we get, like, Ben Shapiro and, what's the guy called? We get Alex Jones.
Well, he's not
we get
weird, he's
him.
lovely.
Ben Shapiro, Alex Jones, Jordan. No, maybe not. I kind of like Jordan Peterson a little bit, but you get really controversial people. You get them all,
Controversial, okay.
but you get them from all sides of the spectrum, and you get them all in the room, and you just let them go.
Let him go.
Just let it go.
Rile them up.
And then we rile them up. We'll just mention some things here and there, and then at the end, we're like, right, thanks for coming. I think that's what we need to aim for.
I think it's some security.
Yeah, we will
If it
actually.
gets lit-
There'll be riots outside.
I don't want to get chased by Alex Jones.
I don't
Again.
Mate, it's not that. I'm more worried about the followers. There's going to be crowds of mobs of people outside our little garage.
What do you mean? We're in a very high-tech studio
Yeah.
with the lamp that I'm not getting any heat from.
Is that David Dobrik over there?
Oh yeah, he
God.
must have just...
Oh, Justin Bieber!
No photos.
Justin
please.
Bieber.
No photos,
Wait.
please. Yeah,
David,
please, yeah,
David,
yes.
no,
Get away
sorry.
from the camera, thank you very much.
We only take proper celebrities.
But straight away from the future stuff, I want to talk about some more ramble stuff. Do you watch that? David Tennant.
Okay, yeah, I love that man.
He is doing the Ark game.
Is he actually?
Yeah.
Ark Survival the
He is
Ball.
voice acting the bad guy in Ark.
What is
There's
the
a
bad
guy.
guy?
There's a story.
There's a story.
For any of you guys don't know what Ark is, it's kind of like a game, a survival game. And it's very broken sometimes. Well, for the Xbox and that. I play on the console.
Yeah. What about the new Xbox? Isn't it exciting?
This is kind of we're going to kind of nerd out here a little bit. So you want to cut exit, you can now. But
No, please stay.
but David Tennant, I loved it. Who doesn't like David Tennant?
The Americans?
No, because even then, because I think
Everybody else David Tennant.
I don't like he's really good.
Fact.
He's a great Doctor.
Yeah.
Doctor Who.
Americans love Doctor Who.
They do. They
Fact.
love Doctor Who. I actually like Matt Smith more than David Tennant.
Yeah.
Doctor Who.
Oh, no, I like David Tennant.
Most
I like
people-
Matt Smith too.
I really
more
like-
than David Tennant, but they're both.
I really
They're
like
both
Matt
very
Smith.
good.
I
Yeah.
like Matt Smith a lot. I think
Matt Smith is a bit
He
of
was cheeky. It was
Yeah,
it was
no,
fun.
it's added a little bit to it. So
David Tennant-
And then he was like,
the only
when he
Doctor
went
I've
all
watched.
smart, he was like, ooh,
The only Doctor I've watched every episode for.
What about Eccleston? You guys like Christopher Eccleston?
Yeah.
I can't remember who he
he
is.
was like super moody. I liked it.
The bald guy.
He scared me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie.
I could relate.
Yeah, if he chased me down the street, I'd probably be really scared. Well, if anyone chased
Yeah.
me down the street, I'd probably be very scared anyway, to be fair. Especially Alex Jones.
I think it should be a
Looked like a
section.
human
At the end, I think at the end of the podcast every week, we try after we did a terrible job trying to discuss important things. We had like a 10-minute waffle.
So
session.
we got the all brains and then we
The
got the
whole
no
thing is
concept.
a waffle session, Jack.
No, but this is like the waffle section.
Waffle.
The waffle.
Okay.
This is the ramble section.
Right, well, Xbox versus PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Yeah, okay, we've got two Xboxes here.
Well, actually got three. The sound guys in Xbox as well.
Mike.
Oh yeah.
Mike the sound guy. Mike Ian.
Whatever his name is.
Mike
It's
Ian.
Mike. Mike is the perfect name for a sound guy.
Yeah,
I
Mike.
don't think he needs it. I think he should be.
He doesn't deserve a name, do you?
Not
Mike-
yet.
Mike Amplifier.
We've not developed his character.
He's-
Please don't piss off.
It's
I don't know how to do this
it's
stuff.
Mike Amplifier, the sound guy. That's your name.
No, Amplify isn't a second name.
It's awful. Mike oh god no. Nice.
Mike Test. Mike Test, the sound guy. God's sake.
It's crumbled. The podcast is crumbled. It's gone.
No, we expected this.
He
First
drives
time-
in
I thought we'd last at least
an
3.
audio.
I thought we'd last 3.
Yeah.
No one? No?
What?
He drives an audio.
No.
Do you drive an ideal sound guy? Thumbs up. No, he doesn't. Because he's poor.
That's an okay and a two thumbs up. There we go. With a red pen.
But
God.
So, I think we're getting to the closing stages now.
Yeah, I can
But,
tell.
It's
thanks
we're
for-
slowly losing it.
Like, this is kind of a taster of what's to come. And,
Do you like the taste?
do you like the taste?
You know what I like the
Let
taste
us know.
of?
Twix!
Oh,
We love Twix!
my God. Yeah,
And remember, if you're still here, go into our socials and ask us
Rate
what we
us-
should ask.
Rate us 5 stars. as
Go
well.
tell Twix
Oh, yeah,
that they
rate us
should,
6 stars.
give us stuff.
Right.
Because we
Give
love
us 2
Twixes.
ratings. You can do like 3 and a 3 star, 3 star.
I beat you up in front of Snickers. I actually really like
Yeah,
Snickers.
but let us know what we should ask Twix. This is really important.
Yeah.
We love
We
Twix.
love Twix.
It's our favourite bar, number
Yeah,
one.
of course
There's
we
other
love
available. Favourite bar though. And
They
yeah,
haven't
so,
responded to me though.
thanks for listening so far. And I know it might be a bit difficult to understand us
If you've
sometimes.
lasted this long,
It's quite impressive.
congratulations,
Actually,
actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is actually teaching you some mental
It's
resilience.
been a
been
really,
an
really
hour
long
and they
commute.
still haven't responded.
Oh my
ridiculous.
God.
But
Well, they did take them like 2
make
days.
if even if you only listen for like 10 minutes, come back next week and you can listen to us waffle even more. But I think this was quite fun,
Yeah, it
and hopefully one day we can get some guests on and I can actually know what they're talking about. Because right now we're just hypothesizing.
I know what I'm talking
I mean,
about. I'm
everything we just said is
extremely
probably not going to happen, or we'll be wrong.
Yeah, we're probably gonna get like I don't know some robot dogs that like live everywhere and stuff.
What's it called?
Robocop or something.
Bear, meerkat people.
Robo tiger bears.
Neuralink's in their brain, they're really smart.
Yeah, I enslaved the entire human race.
Right, thank you for listening to the Coliseum podcast with my girls, Jack and Harry.
Tiger bears. Does whatever a tiger bear can.
Can
Can it-
swing from a...
No, it would be like, can they...
Oh, God.
This is horrible.
It's abysmal.